Volkswagen Group Night at the eve of Auto Shanghai 2015. Welcome dear journalists, dealers, VIPs and dignitaries. And a warm welcome to the members of the board of the Volkswagen Group and his friends. And I would like to give a special welcome to our Chinese friends and partners from our joint ventures. Mr. Zhang Yijie from Shanghai Volkswagen. And Mr. Chen Xianjiang from FMVW Volkswagen. Welcome. Tonight's show is dedicated to our citizenship in China. For more than 3 decades, we are an inseparable part of the Chinese automotive industry, with fascinating products, with commitment, passion and responsibility. We cater for the desires of the Chinese auto buyer and contribute to the industry, society, environment of our second home market. So, enjoy the evening, and to get it started, please welcome Professor Dr. Jochen Heinzmann, Chief Executive Officer and President of Volkswagen Group China.
Wan Shanghai, and a good evening to everyone, ladies and gentlemen. And a good evening to everyone. Welcome to Shanghai Auto Show. The pace of innovation keeps accelerating, especially in China. The automotive industry is a big player in this fascinating process to shape the future of mobility. Ladies and gentlemen, since more than 30 years, we together with our joint venture partners FAW and SAIC are on the road of success, and as Volkswagen Group at home in China, our slogan here today.
Member of the Board of Volkswagen Brand Technical Development, Dr.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Professor Heinzmann got right to the heart of the matter. Volkswagen will continue to further reduce emissions from vehicles. The key to a future with zero local emissions is electric mobility. At Volkswagen, mobility with zero local emissions is already a reality, with models like the electric Up, the e-Golf and the Golf GTE. The electric Up, e-Golf and Golf GTE are high-tech cars that offer perfect everyday practicality. That is because all 3 vehicles are based on high-volume production models. And that is an area where Volkswagen is a technical leader as well. We advanced electric mobility from niche status to high volume production and made it accessible to a broad customer base. Look at the electric Up for the city, for instance. It can travel electrically for up to 160 kilometers through megacities like Shanghai on 1 battery charge. 2 segments higher, we have the e-Golf. It too is a silent zero-emission cruiser that offers a range of up to 190 kilometers between charging stations. Third, the Golf GTE combines the best of 2 powertrains and is the first Volkswagen to feature a plug-in hybrid system on the market. It will arrive on the market in China this summer with a sporty DNA of a Golf GTI and a zero-emission e-mode like the e-Golfs. The Golf GTE can be driven up to 50 kilometers all electrically and it can cover over 900 kilometers on one tank of fuel and one battery charge. In 2016, we will transfer this innovative concept to the next higher class in China, to the new Passat GTE. High-volume models like the Up Golf Passat are the front-runners of Volkswagen electric mobility. The world of tomorrow is already beginning today. And now, we will be traveling into the future of electric mobility by introducing a breathtakingly beautiful sports saloon. Ladies and gentlemen, Volkswagen is a German automobile brand. Nevertheless, we also feel at home here in China. Since 1984, Volkswagen has been active in China as part of our joint ventures. For me, one of the foundations of this success is responsibility for the employees and for the environment. We produce our vehicles in Think Blue factories. These factories observe the toughest environmental standards in the world and thus sustainably protect the environment in China. We are equally systematic in the way we implement the topic of safety in our vehicles. All of our expertise is now included in the new model, which makes its world premiere today, the C-Cube GTE. With its length of more than 5 meters, the C-Cube GTE is a premium vehicle for the upmarket C segment. The C-Cube GTE not only provides a clear preview of the production vehicle to come, but we have also developed the sports saloon exclusively for the Chinese market. The design of this vehicle is defined by great proportions, coupe-like lines, and the new face of the Volkswagen top saloons. The C-Cube GTE is a car with two different character traits. On the one hand, we have tailored the sports saloon to committed owner-drivers, but passengers in one of the two individual seats in the rear will find themselves in a luxurious chauffeured limousine. Along this route, the sports saloon is powered by a plug-in hybrid drivetrain with a system output of 245 PS and system torque of 500 Nm. Despite this power, the average fuel consumption of the new European driving cycle is only 2.3 liter per 100 kilometers. The concept vehicle attains an electric range of 50 kilometers, while the overall range is in excess of more than 800 kilometers. This car manages to combine the best features from the two worlds, petrol and electric. You can cover great distances and by the touch of a button, travel emission-free in the cities. Thus, cars like the C-Cube GTE sustainably improve the urban air quality and hence the living conditions of the inhabitants. That is precisely what we at Volkswagen understand by responsibility. Thank you very much. Hope to see you tomorrow at the Volkswagen press conference. Thank you.
2.5 liters per 100 kilometers and CO2 emissions of less than 60 grams per kilometer. That's the real benchmark in this segment. Even better, most everyday journeys will be emission-free thanks to its electric range of around 50 kilometers. The combined battery and fuel tank add up to a range of more than 1,000 kilometers. This Audi Q7 makes 367 horsepower, and we will deliver this car to our Chinese dealers the second half of 2016. As you see, the Audi Q7 e-tron Turbo FSI stands for our commitment to improved air quality, to state-of-the-art efficiency, and to sustainable mobility here in China. Thank you very much, but there is more to come just now, and see you tomorrow at the Audi booth at 9:30. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome member of the board for technical development Audi AG, Professor Dr. Ulrich Hackenberg.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Audi Prolog Allroad. This concept car is the latest member of the Audi Prolog family and another powerful proof of our ongoing commitment to our valued customers in China. An allroader is an all-rounder for business, for family and for spare time mobility. Just think of the Audi A4 Allroad Quattro. Since 2012, this combination of premium comfort, sportiness and versatility has been very successful on your market. And our show car here translates all-road into a new dimension. It brings the dynamic of elegance of our new design language to China. It takes latest entertainment and connectivity to a next generation of interior, and it shows how we synchronize at Audi an efficient plug-in hybrid with a sporty all-road concept for great on-roading and great off-roading. Tailor-made for China and committed to Vorsprung durch Technik. That's the Audi Prolog Allroad. Thank you very much. Xixin.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bentley is proud to be the leader in automotive luxury in China, and we have a long-term commitment to a strong future in this region. Tonight, I am delighted to show you some of our newest Bentleys, and one surprise that has never been seen in China before. Firstly, I present to you our 2015 race car, the Bentley Continental GT3, that is racing in the GT Asia series and driven on stage by Annalie Welcome Annalie, here on the Group Night evening. How is it to race in a Bentley, and how is it to be a Bentley boy?
Well, first of all, hello everyone. It's a true honor to be able to be racing as part of the Bentley family, which is winning across the world. And last year, here in October, we had our first podium position, and we hope to be winning this year in China. Bentley has always had a famous pedigree in motorsport, and what it is, a prestigious car, and yeah, remarkable that we can be able to drive the Bentley Continental GT3.
Well, we are very happy to have you in the team. When is your next race in the Bentley?
Our season opener is in this coming month, in May, at the 16th and 17th in the Korean International Circuit, where we will be racing in the GT Asia Series.
Right. Thank you very much for being with us, and good luck in the season 2016. 2015 Adelaide.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. So ladies and gentlemen, just as we have updated our Continental race car, we also have refreshed the road-going GT. The entire GT family now has a sharper on-road presence, is more efficient with lower CO2 emissions, and is yet more powerful. With 635 horsepower, this Continental GT speed model accelerates from 0 to 100 in just 4.2 seconds, and it reaches a top speed of 331 kilometers per hour. Throughout our history, speed has always been associated with Bentley, and today we welcome the latest concept to bear the name, the Bentley EXP10 Speed 6, driven on stage by Mr. Rolf Recht, our board member for engineering. Welcome Rolf here on stage. Tell us more about the Bentley EXP10 Speed 6.
Yeah, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. The Bentley EXP10 Speed 6 is a show car that demonstrates a potential direction for the future Bentley models after the launch of the Bentayga. It showcases tomorrow's performance technology and it shows the design which will be inspired by this car for the future Bentleys.
So Rolf, tell us a little bit more about the design of this outstanding car.
Yeah, our design will evolve and it will become more emotional and even more sporty. It brings together our celebrated craftsmanship, the quality, the attention to the detail. It's a really emotional vision for the future. I don't believe that anybody else could achieve this in this special way.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are here in China to get your reactions. If the response is positive and we build the car, it will be a new benchmark in the two-seater luxury sports car segment. Thank you very much for your attention.
Ladies and gentlemen, also from my side, a very warm welcome here in Shanghai. Shanghai Motor Show marks a milestone.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the 10th anniversary of Lamborghini here in China. And therefore I'm very proud to present the China premiere of the Lamborghini Aventador LP 750-4 Super Veloce. We are going to build this car worldwide just 600 times. And very few cars, 3 is the right number, had this name before the Aventador. It was the Miura SV, it was the Diablo SV, and the Murcielago in 2010. With this car we concentrated on 3 major items. The first one is the power to weight ratio. We increased the power from 700 to 750, so by 50. We reduced the global weight of the car by 50 kilos, and we achieved an astonishing power to weight ratio of just 2 kilo per horsepower. The second one is the aerodynamics. And we improved the aerodynamics, so the downforce of this car by 170% in comparison to the coupe. This we did by changing the front, and we improved the back by having a new diffuser and a big tailwind. And if it's then coming to the third point, it's all about drivability. And drivability for us for sure is handling, but it's also having a car which is very fast adapting to every road condition. So we put two things in the car which are exceptional for this. The first one is Lamborghini dynamic steering, and the second one is to have push roads with Magnum. And then just three numbers which are speaking for themselves. From 0 to 100 in just 2.8 seconds, from 100 to still sensor to 0 in just 30 meters, and top speed more than 350. Grazie. Thank you very much.
is enjoying a high level of recognition in China. Last year, a Grand Sport Vitesse and a vintage Type 35 rolled across this fascinating country. 1,200 kilometers through more than 20 cities where they were welcomed with cheers by thousands of Chinese fans. It really made us feel at home in China. When you talk about Bugatti, you talk about records. It was 2 years ago when Chinese race pilot Anthony Liu drove 408 kilometers per hour in a Bugatti Grand Sport Vitesse with the roof off. That was a world speed record for open-top cars. Ever since, the fastest production roadster is a Bugatti. Ladies and gentlemen, we remain fully committed to this market. Tonight, we have brought with us the Veyron Supersport. This coupe drove the world speed record for road cars, reaching 431 kilometers per hour. This means that Bugatti is holding both world record titles now, for the fastest production road car and for the fastest production roadster. Of course, others tried to beat us, but the Veyron remains the undefeated champion. With this presentation tonight, we want to give the Veyron a very special farewell from China, because today all 450 Veyrons that we intended to produce are sold. The Veyron has led the automotive world into a new dimension. It represents outstanding performance and technical features. And it is impressive through its unique design, which made it a piece of automotive art. Ladies and gentlemen, with the Veyron, we have created the best. Those who think the best cannot be even made better are wrong. The next Bugatti will remain the leader. It will be an iconic car, a thoroughbred representing the pure essence of a supersports car, with the legendary W16 engine as its soul and heart. Stay tuned. Thank you. our brand. Dear ladies and gentlemen, good evening. Seat continues to have very strong momentum. We've grown 10% in 2013, we've grown 10% in 2014, we've grown 10% yet again in the first quarter of 2015, the best quarter of this brand since 2007. Our Leon family is a great success, and we are using this success formula to create the future of the brand, to create the spirit of our future in all markets. Leon family is the second strong pillar of our brand. Our show car Vision 2020 is the ambition for the brand of SEAT. It marks the embarkment into the near midterm future. First of all, we've decided to create a third strong pillar for the SEAT brand with crossovers and SUVs. The first car will be introduced to you in 2016 in Geneva as a mid-size compact crossover. This car shows our midterm ambition, strong, powerful, yet a bigger car for the future with a strong design DNA that really represents the heart, the energy and the passion of our brand. Ladies and gentlemen, our business is getting stronger every day. Our portfolio is growing and is sharpening and actually is opening doors to new markets globally, maybe the Chinese market as well. We're still investigating. Stay tuned and enjoy the evening. Thank you very much. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. If there is one word that actually can describe Ducati, that is passion. And definitely this motorcycle, the Hypermotard, is capable to bring here in China Italian style and the red passion to the Chinese motorcycle market. This bike is a thrilling model, it's a very specific style and offer definitely strong emotion to the rider. The Hypermotard is an innovative proposal in terms of performance and with an extreme versatility. It's a brilliantly designed and engineered bike with a liquid-cooled engine of 821 cubic inch with almost 100 horsepower, and it maintains an incredible compact and minimalist character. Mille grazie.
again shows how technology, innovation and mobility are paving Chinese way to the future. For us, it all started here in Shanghai 32 years ago with the first Volkswagen Santana built in China. Ever since, together with our partners, we have helped to shape the way Chinese people live, work and move. Today, the Volkswagen Group is China's #1 automaker, and Volkswagen, Audi and Skoda are ambassadors of the Made in China trademark with over 3.5 million vehicles built in our domestic factories last year alone. We are honored by all these achievements. But, ladies and gentlemen, one thing is for sure, we will never stand still, because for us, China is much more than sales and returns. Over the past 30 years, China has become part of the way we think, plan and act. In other words, the Volkswagen Group is at home in China. And that means it is our responsibility to help build a better future for this great country and its people. How can we bring mobility to everyone and still preserve resources and protect the environment? How can we improve the quality of life in the big cities and all over the country? How do we push ahead with key technologies that will shape people's lives and work tomorrow? And how can we promote a strong spirit of innovation in research and science through education and training? These are cornerstones of China's policy for our future. And tonight, you have seen how our group is working on answers to all these questions with great energy and passion. I believe we may say no other automaker in China is committed to green mobility and green production like Volkswagen. Just take our new gearbox plant in Tianjin, one of the world's most eco-friendly factories. No other automaker conducts research and development on such a broad scale, with over 2,700 development engineers here in China and collaborations with 30 leading universities. No other automaker creates so many good future-proof jobs. By 2019, we will add another 30,000 new jobs in China. And no other automaker operates so many state-of-the-art factories with such excellent working conditions. And no other automaker in China promotes education and training for the young like we do. For Volkswagen, all this is the foundation for lasting, sustainable success. Well, ladies and gentlemen, as I said, we cannot stand still. The world is changing, our industry is changing, and the speed of change is rapid, especially in China. New technologies, above all digitalization, are creating new challenges, but first of all, new opportunities. At Volkswagen, we want to be drivers of change. Our mission is to bring together the mobile and the digital world. That is why we welcome the interest of companies like Baidu and Alibaba in the automobile, because that will make the car even more fascinating for the generation of digital natives. And I'm sure these young people will finally decide on the right vehicles from the right company. Ladies and gentlemen, so we are now entering the next stage of our commitment to China. With the newest and finest technologies, many developed and built here in China, such as leading-edge electric vehicles and plug-in hybrids, lightweight design and new materials, sensor technology and connectivity in our vehicles, and piloted driving, which is making our vehicles even safer, even more intelligent, and even more efficient. With fascinating new cars designed exclusively for Chinese drivers, like the Volkswagen C model, the Porsche 911 China, or the Audi Polo All-Road. and with leading-edge commercial vehicles as the backbone of a clean and efficient transportation system. Our unwavering commitment is reflected by the biggest investment program in China's auto industry. By 2019, together with our partners, the Volkswagen Group will be investing over 22 billion euros in China. And I can confirm it to you today. Unlike others, we will not lower our sights, despite the planned normalization of growth rates. Ladies and gentlemen, China is really a great automotive nation, and the perspective for modern, sustainable mobility remained excellent. Our group and all our brands feel close to this country and to its people. Their needs are our needs. Their concerns are our concerns. And their dreams are our dreams. And I assure you, there is nothing more important to us than the safety and satisfaction of our customers in China. Our name gets to the heart of this commitment. Volkswagen will always be the people's car. That is what we believe in. And that is my promise to all of you tonight. Xi Xi, and thank you very much.